Valerie the trainer here once again. I'm just going to give you a quick little vlog here about getting in shape and eating right, living a healthy life. Just giving the basics. It's pretty simple. What's required is maybe a membership or gym equipment and lots of focus. First thing is you want to drink water. Lots and lots of water. I usually carry around one of these with me all day. Fill it up 4 or 5 times a day. It's about 33 ounces, so 4 or 5 times is well over a gallon. Um, I don't prefer to carry around a gallon. It's just big and bulky, and I don't need it. I can refill it. Next up, you want to eat 5 to 6 small meals a day. Um, they should include a protein, a carb, and a fat. The carb should be of the healthy kind, like a vegetable. You may also include brown rice or pasta, the whole wheat variety. Um, and you would need a healthy fat. Healthy fat would be defined as like a nut, some kind of olive oil that's maybe mixed in with the protein and the carb. Um, it could be a fish oil supplement, but you wouldn't want to take that for every meal, maybe just with one meal. Um, and usually what you need is just like a palm full of protein and a fistful of carbs and very minimal fat. Um, Keeping your engine fueled throughout the day every 3 hours ensures that it's always revved up and running. The metabolism stays strong, secure, and it's not going to crash and burn. People that skip meals or go for long hours without eating tend to put on weight because the body thinks it's going to starve. And once it thinks it's going to starve, it tries to store everything that it's fed. So if your body knows that it's going to be taking in a meal every 3 hours, it's more likely to burn it as soon as it gets it rather than store it. If you overeat and you're not active though, then the same thing can occur. You can be putting on excess weight that's not needed. Next up is for those women out there with a little bit of belly and you want to lose your belly, you really need to drink a lot of water, just like I said, and also keep eating those small meals throughout the day. But you may have been eating too much sugar. Sugar tends to put on belly fat. Also, genetics play a role. And so what you want to do is limit your sugar intake to, really low. Um, you Carbs do have sugar in them, but not every carb is bad. There are natural sugars in fruit that's good for you. Um, what I tend to do is I keep the sugary stuff for around my workout, and then I cut it off at a certain time of day because I have my morning workouts. If you have a different schedule than me, then you have to uh, take that into account. I usually will have a nice carby meal before my workout and have a carb and a protein post workout. And by 1, 2 o'clock, I no more sugary carbs. Everything is pretty clean, and that keeps me lean and keeps my belly fat low. Um, Next up, you need to devise a workout plan. Whatever it is, write it down. Carry it with you when you go. It's like a constant reminder that you need to stick to the plan and hold yourself accountable to that plan. Whatever that plan may be. If it's you work out 3 days a week, then you work out 3 days a week, but you have it all written out. And to see progress, you can write down your rep range, however many reps you did, how many sets you did of each rep, and how much weight you're lifting. This way, the following week, you can add weight if you feel like you went too light the week before, and constantly make gradual progress, because that's what it's all about. You don't want to stay stagnant, or, you know, it's like doing the same thing over and over and over again. No progress won't get you any kind of drastic results. Also, if you have a hard time even just getting up and being active, you can purchase a pedometer. They're pretty inexpensive. You can either get the one that goes on your wrist, like a watch, that keeps your heart monitored, or you can get just a regular pedometer like I have that just takes steps. Pretty simple. My goal is always 10,000 steps a day. Sometimes I go over, sometimes I'm a little under, but I'm always somewhere around that range. And the days that I am unable to, I know I shouldn't eat as much or indulge in any kind of bad eating. You can eat bad. There's this thing called moderation. Moderation is the key to life, and it's never a good idea to be too extreme about anything. It's always good to have a little moderation. And if you're dieting, 5-6 days a week, maybe the last day of the week you change it up and have a bad meal, or drink that cocktail you wanted all week, or that glass of wine. It's not going to hurt you. If anything, it'll ease your struggling mind. Next up, maybe you should they have a ton of free apps on the internet, on the phone, to keep you accountable for the calories that you should be taking in. I'm all about calories. Yes, it's good to keep count of macros, but if you're just starting out and you don't know much about macros and what they are, or micros, or any of that stuff, then just keep it simple and go with calories. There's plenty of calorie counting calculators online to help you lose weight. You don't need a trainer to tell you tell you that. I mean, if you want reach a more specific goal, maybe a trainer would be best for you. But those apps are perfect for that. You can log in what you're eating all day and see if the calories are adding up, because if you're not eating enough, then you'll gain weight. So you need to eat the right amount at all times. Also, I recommend getting a physical before you start, just because it can show you where your deficiencies are, where you need to improve your health. Like if you have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, then you can focus on eating correctly for those things, and your activity level will also improve the blood work. Then go back in 3 to 6 months and see how you've improved, and once you have found that baseline, that's it. You just get your physical whenever the doctor recommends it. Let's see, take pictures. Yes, take pictures of front, side, back, flexing, not flexing, whatever you prefer. Take measurements of your body. Easy to get a measuring tape. I have one I purchased on bodybuilding.com. It was like $3 or something. And you just take measurements of all your body parts. Bicep, neck, shoulders, chest, the thickest part of your thigh, your calves, hips, waist, everything. Then you go back and measure it again. I'd say you measure once a month. Sometimes you're not going to see much of a change with measurements, because your body can change composition. It can go from being fatty to being muscular and still be the same size, which is a great improvement. And in that case, you would want to get your body fat tested to see if you have dropped body fat. Um, Usually trainers have body fat testers. I know I have one. And it keeps you on track and shows you progress that you're making, because if you're not making progress, then something has to change. Um, like I said, use the apps. Change your daily routine. If your routine has led you into some bad habits every day, you're going to have to change the routine that you have set out for you. It could be that you come home and sit on the couch after work. Maybe instead, after dinner, whatever, you go for a walk in your neighborhood, or a run with your dog, or whatever you can do to change that bad habit. Um, Also, you want to change negative thoughts and negative self-talk. You could do that by reading books about uh, positivity, however you find it. Self-help books are really good for that, because you're constantly reading something positive and it's changing your mind. Um, you can also write down your thoughts on paper, get them out of your mind, and write down what you're thankful for every day. This will increase the positivity in your life and inside of yourself, which will give you bigger results. I know that for a fact. Um, and sleep. Make sure that you're getting, 8 hours of sleep. For some people, 7 hours is sufficient. For some people, 9 hours is sufficient. Um, no one's to say what's the right amount, but for me, it's definitely 8 hours of sleep. And I'll go to sleep as soon as I need to in order to get up for my workouts in the morning. I don't neglect my sleep. Um, Pretty much that's about it. I think I covered everything. You should be taking your supplements. If you're taking protein shakes, that's fine. Just try not to overdo it, because it's not good for your kidneys. Um, if you want more specific details on diet and nutrition, you can email me and I'll be happy to answer questions or help you out. Also, if you have any health conditions, I can also help you out with that too. Um, I am a certified personal trainer as well as a specialist in nutrition, fitness nutrition. So I do have some credentials. I don't know everything, and I'm not a scientist, and I don't claim to be. I just know the basics, and I try to stick to the basics, because that's what's worked for me, and that's what's always worked for my clients. Too much information sometimes is just, it hurts more than it helps. So with that being said, if you're a woman and you need to get in some shape, take the advice, these little pointers I'm giving you, or you can email me on my email address, and I'll be happy to answer questions. Thanks, and have a great day.